So if you're watching this, look at what you're doing to the kid, man. I don't even know who I am no more. We in the struggle together, son. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Do you like call it like Jay-Z Theo or something? Is he like your uncle kind of low-key?
Yeah, that's my uncle right there.
You got some powerful uncles.
Diddy's son, Christian, aka King Combs, is now being sued, just like his father is. A woman filed a lawsuit against King, alleging that in late 2022, right before New Year's Eve, King assaulted her on a yacht.
Christian Combs still hasn't learned his lesson. After releasing a taunting song aimed at the feds, the very next day, the feds leaked a video of Diddy putting his hands on Cassie. Now, Christian is out here threatening to snitch on Diddy's industry friends, including Jay-Z and Beyoncé. While many hope he spills the tea, Christian's actions seem foolish. His dad is facing a long prison sentence, and Christian himself is embroiled in a lawsuit with audio evidence against him. Jay-Z has been laying low ever since Diddy's houses were raided back in March, and he hasn't been seen in public for months. Meanwhile, Beyoncé has been trying to distract everyone with a country album and her new hair care line. But the internet never forgets, and people are now digging up receipts on the Carters' ties with Diddy. So what exactly does Christian know about Jay-Z and Beyoncé's friendship with his dad? Could the Carters be next in line to be exposed? This situation is escalating quickly, and the fallout could be significant for everyone involved.
And you know, hey yo, we with you.
We with all y'all.
Don't think
I'm glad you with me, though.
You know, don't think we ain't in the struggle. We in the struggle, man.
Diddy is now officially on the brink of being formally charged. According to an exclusive report by CNN, a grand jury has been assembled for his case, and federal authorities are preparing subpoenas for witnesses to testify before the jury. Multiple witnesses have already been notified that they could be brought in to testify in front of a federal grand jury in New York City. One Homeland Security source confirmed to CNN that investigators are being thorough and meticulous to ensure that any indictment is airtight. This suggests that Diddy is in serious legal trouble. However, he might not be the only one facing legal issues, as his son Christian is also embroiled in a sexual assault lawsuit. Christian Combs was first named in a lawsuit filed against Diddy back in February by producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones. Jones claimed to have irrefutable evidence of Christian sexually assaulting a young woman. Although Lil Rod didn't provide detailed information at the time, he mentioned that a complaint was forthcoming. Fast forward a few months, and the alleged victim, Grace Almarai, has now filed a 31-page lawsuit in Los Angeles Superior Court, naming both Christian and Diddy as defendants. According to Almarai's lawsuit, she worked as a crew member and bartender on a yacht leased by Diddy and his family in December 2022. The trip, which was supposed to be a wholesome family excursion, turned into a hedonistic environment with multiple sex workers and other celebrities aboard. Almarai alleges that in the early morning of December 28th, Christian pressured her to drink a shot of tequila and then proceeded to sexually assault her. She believes the tequila may have been laced with substances. Almarai's lawsuit also includes allegations against Diddy for liability and aiding and abetting. Of course, Christian and Diddy's lawyer, Aaron Dyer, immediately denied all allegations, calling the lawsuit manufactured lies and irrelevant facts. He stated that he would seek to dismiss the outrageous claim. Diddy had a similar reaction when Cassie filed her lawsuit against him, denying all allegations and accusing Cassie of seeking a quick payday. Yet the situation has escalated to the point where formal charges seem imminent. Additionally, Grace Almarai submitted an audio recording of an incident that took place in a studio on Diddy's yacht. According to transcripts obtained by several outlets, the woman can be heard telling Christian, "Excuse me, you don't touch my legs like that. I'll move my legs where I want to. If I want to do this, then I will. You don't touch my legs like that." Christian allegedly responded, "Listen, you and everybody in the crew." And when the woman said she wanted to leave the studio and wasn't allowed to be there as a crew member, Christian asked, "Who can I talk to?" "I'm going to say I requested you right now." The alleged victim replied, "Well, you can take your hand off my ass for the first thing." She then claims Christian pressured her to take a shot, which she believes may have been spiked. Despite the serious allegations, Christian has not kept a low profile. Instead, he continues to make public appearances and maintain an active social media presence, drawing more attention to himself amidst the ongoing legal battles. This behavior contrasts sharply with the gravity of the accusations against him and his father, suggesting a lack of concern or understanding of the potential consequences they face. In summary, both Diddy and his son Christian are facing significant legal challenges. Diddy is on the verge of being formally charged by federal authorities, while Christian is entangled in a serious sexual assault lawsuit. The grand jury and potential indictment for Diddy highlight the severity of his situation, while the lawsuit against Christian brings to light disturbing allegations involving a young woman on a family yacht trip. Despite vehement denials from their lawyer, the evidence and testimonies presented thus far paint a troubling picture. The unfolding legal battles are likely to have significant implications for both Diddy and Christian in the coming days and months. Christian Combs decided to taunt the feds in a diss track aimed at 50 Cent, defending his father, Diddy. In the song Pick a Side, Christian claims that when the feds raided their house, they should have checked the one next door, also owned by Diddy. Christian sends shots at his father's industry friends for abandoning him, rapping, "Don't bust no U-turns, 'cause we ain't fetting into all y'all that switched, suck my D." Christian name checks 50 Cent for trolling Diddy, rapping, "When all they have was 50 Cent who put this city on the map, stop lying." Pop's been hated on by many men, and that's fine. They're going to try to stop these M&Ms, and they're going to die trying. Pull up to the south side, we locked and we got ties. Don't give an F about blogs, 'cause we're really outside. Christian, acting tough, suggests that he feels gangsta because of his father's wealth and influence. The track takes a direct jab at the feds with the line, "When those Fetty boys ran in both of our cribs, too bad they know we bought the one next door because that's the one they missed." This blatant taunt seemed to provoke a response. Shortly after the release of Christian's track, CNN obtained and released a shocking hotel surveillance video from 2016 showing Diddy putting his hands on Cassie. This incident aligns with some of the allegations Cassie made in her lawsuit against Diddy filed in November. While it's not certain that Christian's song triggered the release of the video, the timing is noteworthy. Diddy's former bodyguard, Jane Deal, who previously worked for the NYPD, claimed this was a clear message from the feds for Christian and his dad to stop messing with them.
And I don't believe that this cat will even put out some trash like that and really didn't know what he was doing. He's teasing the federal government. And I told y'all, the Southern District of New York do not play. So King Kong just put another battery in their back. And you see after he did that, something get leaked to the press. Do you notice that, right? As soon as he did that dumb talking about, well, we did this and we did that. We had this over here. Y'all went to the wrong house. Some went to jail. Well, we gonna show you how wrong we are. Yo, CNN, run this. Action rolling. Don't play with the feds, bro. Because you got to realize this. They got a lot of time. All they got is time. Yo, they going to sit there, people sitting up there, they want something. See, people like a fix. They need that fix real quick. They want them to hurry up and charge Diddy with something. Or see what they got on him. The feds going to take their time. May take 6 months, may take a year, may take 2 years. They got up to 3 years to bring their case up. They got 3 years. So they checking everything about them. They're gonna dot all the I's and cross all the T's.
But you feel like the feds, they released that video over King Kong's comments?
My man, I've worked in law enforcement for 27 years, and I had the opportunity to see Highland. It's a place where they have the state, the feds, the NYPD, the Department of Correction, and the state police. Yo, this place could be half of a basketball court. That's where they just got lines of computers with officers of all different people and officers just on the internet. Whoever's over that case, whoever's working that case, don't you know they saw that and took it to their boss? You might think it's petty, but it's not. You do not agitate a lion with a pork chop. And that's what that kid did, bro.
Believe it or not, Christian Combs is still causing a stir. Whether it's due to a lack of awareness or sheer arrogance like his dad, he's allegedly threatening to expose celebrities he feels abandoned Diddy in his time of need. The first names on his list are reportedly Mr. and Mrs. Carter. Christian once revealed in an interview that Jay-Z is the first person in the industry he seeks advice from after his dad. Jay wasn't just an acquaintance, he was considered a family friend. In fact, Christian said he thinks of Jay as his uncle, highlighting the close bond between them.
Besides your dad, who's like a big homie in the rap game that you look to for like advice or when it comes to like, you need to go to somebody, or maybe your dad's busy closing $1 billion deal or something.
I would say Hov. Before I dropped this song, we had to talk. That inspired me a lot.
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
I just love how you just threw that out there. Like, yeah, Hov.
Nah, facts.
What did the talk entail?
So
what was the talk about?
Talk was definitely worth the money. You know how they was like, yo, you take the talk or the money, it was definitely worth it. You just saying, you know, like, believe in yourself and always like follow like this in your heart. You know what no one else is saying anything in your heart.
So your advice would be say no to the $500 grand and take the dinner with Hov.
Definitely take the dinner with Hov.
You think so?
Sure.
Was this over the phone or in person?
In person.
That's so fire. Like, do you like call it like Jay-Z Theo or something? Is he like your uncle kind of local?
Yeah, that's my uncle right there.
You got some powerful uncles. You gotta get Hov on. You gotta bring him like he's on the new Khaled album. You gotta get him on your album.
That would be crazy.
He's on the Khaled album.
I hope you see this in the verse.
Diddy once mentioned that Jay is practically part of his family. He also said that besides his mom, Jay is the only person allowed to call him by his real name, Scene.
Who is Sean approved from the world of entertainment?
There's only one person.
Oh, go on.
And I call him Sean. That's Jay-Z. We call each other Sean.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody else could call me Sean.
He's the only person who's Sean approved.
There's not a single person that
outside of family.
That should be outside of my mother.
Okay, just
that should be calling me. Yeah, they should be calling me Sean.
Jay wasn't hiding his friendship with Diddy. Diddy was a regular at Roc Nation's annual brunches, and when Diddy received the Lifetime Achievement Award from BET in 2022, Jay recorded a special message for him, expressing how Diddy inspired him to never take no for an answer.
The whole mantra, can't stop, won't stop, is like, you gotta be relentless. You gotta have a bit of crazy. You can't take no for an answer. You gotta make it happen. He embodies that. Here's this guy from a neighborhood similar to where I've grown up that made it to these unreachable heights. Puff was the first one that came through and made us feel like, you know, it was us. It was ghetto fabulous. We took our rightful place at the tables in the boardrooms and the fashion shows, and you know, we arrived. That impact obviously had an effect on all of us and let us carve our own space. And it's like, oh, we could be in these spaces without assimilating. We're going to be in these spaces as ourselves. And change someone's mindset and take the limits off of kids' dreams. You dream about things, when you see it done, then you know that dream becomes attainable. Then it's something that you can reach for. It just feels like the ultimate culture. You can't measure that. Like, you get in there and he'll make you believe that you can do anything.
When Cassie's lawsuit was filed, Jay immediately distanced himself from Diddy, acting as if he didn't know him. He even canceled this year's Roc Nation brunch to avoid explaining to Diddy why he was no longer invited. This behavior makes one wonder if Jay is one of the people Christian Combs referred to in his diss track, where he called out those who switched up on his dad. Rumor has it that Christian has now reached out to his uncle, asking him to publicly support Diddy and threatening to expose him if he keeps ignoring the situation. If Christian is truly close to his uncle Jay, he should realize that Jay often looks out for his own interests. Jay has a history of throwing his friends under the bus to protect himself. For instance, he used to be very close with R. Kelly, but when Kelly was incarcerated, Jay had his PR team erase all traces of their friendship from the internet. Additionally, R. Kelly's former cellmate, Ronnie Bo, claimed that Kelly believed Jay-Z had tried to take him out.
He just said how much conflict they was experiencing with each other, like even during the process of putting the album together, but especially on tour, you know, like they kept having petty disagreements, and he felt like you know, Jay-Z, you know, kept saying things along the lines that like, man, you not bigger than me, like you act like you bigger than me. And he felt like Jay-Z was kind of insecure because R. Kelly at the time was technically bigger than him.
Yeah.
You know, and he felt like you know, on one of the shows, one of the events when they was in Madison Square Garden, prior to that event, he said like days before the event, he was getting death threats that he felt like was coming from Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z was trying to basically, it may sound outrageous, but he felt like Jay-Z wanted to get him for whatever reason. I don't know if it could have been some Illuminati sacrifice type shit. I don't know. He don't know. You know what I mean? But
check this out. Jay-Z was one of the people who funded the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, even though he declined to appear in it. According to Ronnie Bo Kelly, Jay-Z still has mixed feelings about his former friend profiting from the situation.
You know, after that, he ended up suing Jay-Z for $70 million. So they was having conflict. And, you know, Dream Hampton is the executive producer of Surviving R. Kelly. You know, that's her project, and that's Jay-Z ex-girlfriend. And, you know, he funded mostly all of her projects, if not all. So R. Kelly felt like Jay-Z, you know, not that it was his idea, but he felt like Jay-Z funded that and basically funded his downfall.
Multiple industry insiders have hinted at Jay-Z's potential guilt alongside R. Kelly. In a resurfaced interview with Wendy Williams, Nas suggested that Jay-Z must have witnessed R. Kelly's misconduct. When Wendy implied that anyone who worked with R. Kelly likely saw something and chose to ignore it, Nas pointed out that Jay-Z not only worked with R. Kelly, but also collaborated on a joint album. Nas implied that Jay-Z sticking around could mean he might have been involved in or at least complicit in the same activities. This raises questions about Jay-Z's possible knowledge or participation in R. Kelly's actions.
That's not what I'm going to do. Yeah, I could have put up movies, I could have showed the R. Kelly video that everybody's talking about, made fun of it, and showed you Jay's hanging out. When Jay and I was in there going back to the world, you can't tell me Jay didn't see a 14-year-old girl come in the studio and sit on R. Kelly's lap. You can't tell me, you want to tell me that he ain't never seen a 14-year-old girl come in the vicinity?
My belief is that anybody who's worked with him and been in his cipher has seen it go down.
The brother needs help, and I'll pay for him. But if I put in to the album about women with him, I'm definitely maybe in danger. He had to be in danger for 14-year-old.
Who's to say Jay-Z wasn't involved in Diddy's alleged crimes? It's all speculation at this point, but we can't rule anything out. What do you think about Christian Combs threatening Jay-Z? Could Christian actually have some dirt on Jay, or will Jay snitch on Diddy to save himself? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and then check out this next video.